Hey, welcome to a new video. Giants have always held a fascinating place in human history and mythology, from the ancient Greek giants to the mysterious giants mentioned in biblical stories. Today, there's still people who claim to have seen or discovered giants in ancient ruins and caves. Today, we'll show you 20 mysterious giants that have been captured on camera. Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. Number 20. This video, recorded in July 2022, shows a man of unusual height emerging from a cave in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Mexican mythology and folklore are rich with stories and legends about giants, passed down through the generations. Tales of giants in Mexican mythology often align with biblical accounts of giants found in the book of Genesis. The towering figure in the video looks around and seems to notice he's being observed, after which he decides to retreat back into the cave. Some researchers have found evidence suggesting that conquerors actually encountered real giants. One Mexican myth about giants is the tale of Quinametzin. According to Aztec mythology, the Quinametzin once populated the world and were created by the gods, but eventually punished for not honoring them. Their advanced civilization was ended by great disasters and heavenly punishments for their grave sins. The giant Zeloa is said to have founded several cities and built the Great Pyramid of Chilola. Could the person in this video be a descendant of this ancient people? Or might the figure in the cave be another being like a Sasquatch? What do you think? Number 19. This video allegedly shows a giant Nephilim soldier walking among other soldiers of the American Army. While most soldiers are relatively tall and muscular, one of them stands out as not like the others. There are speculations that this Nephilim soldier possesses extraordinary powers, and that there's a secrecy about who else is involved in the army. The other soldiers have also sworn to secrecy, and the event was not officially documented by the military. This has sparked various conspiracy theories about what really happened and why the information is being withheld. A Nephilim is often described as a giant, though the Hebrew word Nephilim sometimes translates to the fallen. While giants are primarily described in ancient myths and legends, the possibility that such beings have persisted into modern times is suggested. This footage certainly makes you wonder if the American military employs giants who are deployed in specific parts of the world, or perhaps it's just an extremely tall person. Number 18. It's already quite eerie to encounter a giant in real life, but when they stand on a mountain in the distance and look back at you, it makes the situation even more terrifying. The person named Gladys Cordova, who recorded the video in Peru, was astounded and understandably shocked. She even made a comparison between how a normal person looks standing on that hill and how the other gigantic figure appears. There's even speculation that these are not just giants, but could also be extraterrestrial beings. The way the figures just stand there, almost with a menacing air, makes this encounter all the more frightening. In the background, you can hear the young woman filming expressing her fear as she talks into a mic. It seems she's addressing her parents and siblings, explaining her unsettling experience of seeing something standing in the mountains. This area in Peru is reportedly a hotspot for sightings of giants and UFOs, adding to its mysterious reputation. The video suggests the hill is often associated with extraterrestrial activities, making an interesting location for those who investigate paranormal phenomena. Number 17. Jacob Nacken, a German circus performer, gained fame for his exceptional height. Standing at an incredible height of 7 foot 3 inches, he was the tallest soldier in the German army during World War II. He enlisted at the beginning of the war and was immediately drafted, earning him the record of the tallest soldier. Jacob was assigned to an artillery crew of 250 soldiers and was captured by a troop of 7 Canadian Army soldiers, which was led by Corporal Bob Roberts in Calais, France in August 1944. After his capture, Jacob spent the remainder of the war as a prisoner of war in England. After the war ended, he returned to Germany, and later traveled to the United States, where he appeared on American TV as a figure of great stature. He even became a US citizen in 1955. He continued to perform as a gigantic Santa Claus and made appearances at various events and circuses around the world. Number 16. In January 2024, there were reports of a peculiar sighting of 2 mysterious figures on a hilltop in Brazil. An eyewitness named Sarah encountered this while hiking in the area with her family. Captured on camera, these figures appear to be surveying the area and were described as 10-foot tall aliens or giants. Sarah, who's from this area, noted that it's impossible to reach that hilltop where the aliens were located. She also observed that the beings moved very quickly and appeared to be about 10 feet tall. Interestingly, the local government took a lighthearted approach to the alleged sighting. A spokesperson humorously remarked that their city's so amazing in the summer that it seems the lights from other world. A spokesperson humorously remarked that their city's so amazing that even aliens are visiting. Even strange creatures come here to enjoy the coastline. Number 15. In a series of bizarre events, two TikTokers recently made astonishing claims about observing mysterious beings and stone doors inside the mountains of Oregon. It all started with James Goebel, a former member of the state council. On November 1st, 2023, he posted a video that quickly stirred waves of excitement on social media. Standing on a road in Oregon Mountain, he pointed to an imposing rock behind him and claimed to have seen a gate within it. According to him, he saw a giant looking out from behind the door before it mysteriously closed, as if it were an entrance to another world. This would not be the first time someone had captured a similar sighting in the area. He also claimed to be followed by white vehicles, both at his home and during expeditions to explore the site. Do you think these incidents are related? Number 14. This next footage was recorded at a quarry in Salt Lake City, USA, where someone spotted a giant of immense stature on a mountain wall. A construction worker was on the job in this cold, mountainous area when he suddenly saw this figure. The video shows dust being blown up the mountain by machinery, and that's when we see the silhouette of a figure appear on top of the mountain. What makes this event strange is that the video was uploaded to TikTok and then deleted a few days later after it began to garner hundreds of thousands of views. Interestingly, the mention of giants isn't new, as the Bible references their existence more than 30 times. One of the most famous verses, Genesis 6:4, suggests that giants lived on Earth in ancient times, including during Noah's era. This biblical reference has led some to wonder if there might still be a surviving species of giants today. Number 13. What's quite strange and mysterious is that many giant sightings occur near mountainous areas. This video was supposedly recorded in La Blanca, Mexico by a local villager who's seen giants on the mountaintop before. La Blanca is also the name of a significant pre-Columbian Mesoamerican archaeological site in Guatemala. This site is known for its ancient ruins and artifacts to provide insight into the region's history and ancient culture. It was inhabited by the Maya civilization and thrived during the late Preclassic period, around 400 BC to 280. This sighting depicts a giant atop a hill overlooking the village and walking towards the right side of the mountain. Consider how large this giant must be to appear so imposing from such a distance. Could it be that the same type of giant spotted in other parts of the world have different populations in other countries? What do you think? Number 12. On June 15, 2016, a man exploring areas near the Great Pyramids of Giza on Google Earth decided to share what he found on the internet. He described the environments as reminiscent of a post-apocalyptic world, similar to the movie Mad Max. It's astonishing to see the abundance of these communities spread across the area, each uniquely designed and arranged. However, there's a clear lack of sign of life. The landscape lacks trees, grass, water, and any indication of electricity or communication. One area appears more inhabited, and he spots two gigantic men who might be descendants of those who built the impressive pyramids of Giza. When he made this fascinating discovery, he decided to share the image to unravel the mystery. We clearly see two colossal men, each about 8 feet 2 inches tall, standing on either side of the street, appearing ready to cross it. Number 11. Rumors swirl on the internet about the alleged death of a TikToker who caught attention by posting a peculiar video of a giant on a mountain in Canada. The video was shared by Canadian TikToker Andrew Dawson in April 2022. In the video, we see a mysteriously tall figure atop a mountain in Vancouver, but when he returned to the same spot the next day, it had disappeared. However, the situation took a bizarre turn when Andrew claimed he was confronted by individuals he believed were from the CIA. He documented these encounters in several videos, showing what he perceived as the CIA blocking access to the mountain. In one video, helicopters could be seen circling the area, as if involved in a search operation. Moreover, strange lights in the sky caught Andrew's attention, leading to speculations that they could be UFOs. To deepen the mystery, he posted a video showing a black car parked outside his house, and when he approached the driver to speak to him, the car quickly drove away. The story grew even stranger when a few weeks later he uploaded a video explaining the giant was a fabrication. In his final video, he showed footage of the same mountain, now adorned with a massive new structure. This was the last time we heard from him, and according to a local newspaper article, he had suddenly died, leading to various theories about what might have happened to him. What do you think? Number 10. Some theories suggest the existence of a society of gigantic humans who live in underground cities with above-ground access to remote areas, such as the Patagonian Mountains in South America. The first accounts of the Patagonian giants surfaced in the 1520s, when Ferdinand Magellan and his crew reported sightings during their exploration of the South American coast. Ferdinand and his crew encountered a group of people who were remarkably tall. However, it's important to note that Ferdinand's explicit writings referred to them as Patagonian giants, who exceeded more than 2 or 3 times the normal human height. Additional evidence of these giants is seen on a map made by Diego Guevara in 1562, which shows the Patagonian giants somehow connected to the ancestors of the Nephilim. Satellite images of the Patagonian Mountains discovered by someone in 2017 captured a gigantic figure. You can see the shape of a giant sitting on a rock, with recognizable features such as the head, eyes, nose, mouth, right hand and fingers, as well as the left leg, foot, and toes. Number 9. In December 2022, a boy named Caleb and his friends used the Randonautica application to explore their home environment. While using the app, it led them to a hill where they initially noticed nothing unusual. However, upon closer inspection, they saw something strange and large standing on top of a hill in the distance and managed to capture the odd sight on camera. Due to the limitations of their camera, Caleb and his friends decided not to get closer, leaving them wondering if it was really a giant or something different. Randonautica is an app that generates random coordinates of users to explore their local environment and report their findings. It's known for its ability to lead users to unexpected and sometimes strange locations. It's safe to say that the figure they captured on camera has at least an above-average height. Would you ever use this app to go to a mysterious place such as this? And would you have followed the giant? Let me know in the comments. Number 8. In 2011, a news article circulated about North Korea creating a soldier who was 8 feet tall. The official news agency KCNA released a photo showing this gigantic soldier from various angles, which had led to some speculation that the image had not been manipulated. Standing out amongst his fellow soldiers amid snow, the member of this North Korean military appears to tower over them. This occurred during the funeral procession of Kim Jong-il. Alternative theories have been proposed, suggesting that the imposing figure might be North Korean basketball star Ri Myung-hyun. Access to live footage from the North Korean capital is generally restricted, as the isolated communist regime tightly controls the information. This event provided a rare glimpse into the inner workings of the closed nation, drawing international attention and raising intriguing questions about the true nature of the gigantic soldier seen amidst the mountain. This event provided a rare glimpse into the inner workings of the closed nation, drawing international attention and raising intriguing questions about the true nature of the gigantic soldier seen amidst the mourners. There's even conspiracy theories suggesting he could be a genetically modified super soldier created by the North Korean government, although there's no evidence to support those claims. Number 7. In the mountains of the Sai-on-Kuang province in Thailand, a remarkable sight was captured on camera from a Buddhist temple. Thai folklore is rich with stories of mythical creatures, with giants holding a significant place. Giants symbolize strength, power, and protection, serving as guardians of sacred temples, defending them against spiritual adversaries. It was in the serene surroundings of this temple nestled on Wang Pran Mountain that a gigantic figure was seen among the mountains. The man, accompanied by family members, locals, and tourists, was astonished after witnessing this event. To their amazement, the figure appeared to be sitting on the mountain, seemingly praying. Interestingly, the original upload of the video footage received little attention, garnering only about 200 views. It later gained more views after people realized that the man might have captured a real giant on camera hiding in the mountains. The uploader of the video assures that the content isn't fabricated. Number 6. At the end of March 2024, a TikTok user posted several disturbing images, one of which claimed to show a photo of Nephilim giants under government supervision. The image captured the attention and was shared across various platforms, including Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube. Many believe this giant was cursed, and there were claims that another similar photo originated from the secret Vatican archives, suggesting that the existence of these giants was proven. The term Nephilim refers to a group of mysterious beings of unusual size and strength, mentioned in the Hebrew Bible. Hypothetically, if the government were hiding the race of giants, don't you think they would keep it a secret? And not just any giant, but a Nephilim giant, as mentioned in the biblical texts. At the same time, they would probably do their best to remove these photos from the internet, don't you think? Number 5. Throughout history, there have been numerous tales of giants said to emerge from the earth or to have once lived among humans. One sighting was spotted in a village in India, where reportedly a giant is seen walking on a mountain in the distance. The video quality is not optimal, and those recording it were at a significant distance of about 6 miles. The hill where this gigantic figure is seen is a popular hiking spot, but unfortunately, it's currently closed to the public due to the challenging times we're facing. Based on the available info, it's thought that the creature is at least 10 to 13 feet tall, if not even larger. The video shows the giant moving towards a tree from the top of the hill, and despite limitations of the recording, its presence is noticeable. If we follow the theory that governments actively hide the existence of giants, do you think that this is why the particular path was closed to the public? Number 4. Legends speak of the existence of a two-headed giant standing 12 feet tall, supported by both photographic evidence and the mummified remains. The remarkable discovery of this extraordinary giant dates back to 1673, when a group of Spanish sailors encountered this two-headed figure. With their ingenuity, the sailors managed to outsmart and capture the giant, fearing the consequences of releasing it. The cause of death of the giant remains a subject of debate, but the astonishing remains that eventually found their way to London are indisputable. The subsequent whereabouts of the giant's mummy are shrouded in mystery, as it disappeared from the historical records for nearly 400 years. It reappeared in 1914 in the United Kingdom and intrigued the public until 1959. The captain declared that the figure belonged to a remarkable race of beings that lived in Patagonia, but to date only the remains of this race have been found. Number 3. In November 2015, the Giant's Causeway, located on the north coast of the Northern Ireland, became the center of intriguing stories. It was said that the famous giant Finn McCool had begun his winter rest period. Curious tourists witnessed the legendary giant disappearing into a mystical portal hidden behind the rugged facade of rocks. The mythical tales of Finn McCool are collected in Irish literature, consisting of poetry about Finn and his warrior band, the Fianna. One of the best-known stories associated with Finn McCool is his connection to the Giant's Causeway, a natural wonder located on the Antrim coast of Northern Ireland. According to legend, another giant threatened Ireland from Scotland across the Irish Sea, and Finn responded by tearing pieces of the Antrim coastline and throwing them into the sea. But Finn soon realized this attacking giant was much larger than he had anticipated. To protect himself, Finn's quick thinking disguised himself as a baby. When the giant arrived and saw the enormous baby, he concluded that Finn must be larger than himself and fled back to Scotland. Number 2. These videos were all recorded in Mexico at the same location. The giant was spotted in the area of Lagos de Moreno, before the area of La Cona atop a tall hill. Mexico has a rich tradition of myths and folklore, with giants playing a significant role in its indigenous mythology. When the Spaniards first explored and conquered Mexico, they encountered stories of mythical races of giants, from the Baja Peninsula in the northwest to the Maya regions in the south and east. This person made multiple videos capturing the gigantic giant on camera as it moved back and forth on the mountain hill. It was believed that giants played a role in constructing significant structures. Giants were supposed to have inhabited Mexico since the beginning of time, supported by engravings and gigantic bones found throughout the country. However, the question remains whether life-size giants could still exist today. What do you think this man captured on camera here? Number 1. Here we see footage of a truly colossal individual, approximately 13 feet tall, from Japan, participating in a military parade. One of the most well-known giant myths in Japan is that of Daidarobachi. According to legend, this giant was a colossal creature whose size was so immense that he could shape the landscape. He's said to have created lakes and mountains by digging and piling up earth. Some myths even suggest that Mount Fuji was formed by this giant himself. Various viewers of the video of the Japanese giant believe this is one of the last remaining giants on Earth. Others say that this video is from an old Japanese film, but unfortunately, I couldn't find more info about that film. Do you believe that giants exist, or have you ever seen one? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.